Hey guys, Raid0AU, and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is Series 2, and we're at Episode 17. And last episode we started on building our space base, or space station, for want of a better word. One thing just quickly, I've moved now from salami onto canned meat. Reason being that, as you can see there, it's food 170 instead of 100, I think the salami was, but the perish time there is like almost 6 hours on it outside of the refrigerator. Don't need any food at the moment. I've built a whole lot of stuff here so we can do some work up in space, and yeah, I've been doing a bit of work off camera, so let's head on up there and continue to develop a base up there. Okay, and there it is, coming into view. So it's nowhere near complete, guys, but I have done quite a bit of work on it, to the point that I'm actually completely out of iron at the moment. As you can see, there's been a lot of iron put into this at the moment. So this is what it looks like so far. That bottom one there will look similar to or the same as the top one, but will be the agricultural area, and the top one will be where everything else is. Landing pad will probably be up the top here, and these pads here around the edges, basically there's going to be a turret on top and on the bottom of each of those, and there'll be one on each of the 4 sides. So, and then I've got the elevator going straight up through the middle. That won't remain like that. It will be, the elevator will be there, but it'll be covered in with some sort of spine, probably a combination of blocks and windows. So you can see I've still got a few windows to put in at the top here. But the first thing I want to do is I just need to put in another one of these pads here, because I want to install, at least on these 3 sides, I want to install the defences, so that when we power it up, if any drone or rogue drones come nearby, the base can at least defend itself. So, whoop. Remember to to put your helmet on when you leave your spaceship. It's always a good idea. Alright, so these are pretty basic, these ones here. So I need the hull slopes, and I just need the square blocks. So start off with a hull slope, and get down like that. 1 block, 1 hull slope. And that's basically it. With this particular build, basically what I'm doing is I'm taking it down 4, and that takes it down to the pad, and then I do the same on the bottom side of it. So that's, what's that, 1, 2, 3. So down 1 more. That's it. And the pads themselves are they're pretty easy too. They're only a very small variation on the larger circles. So it's basically 3, and then 2, 2. That one comes out here to make it the 3 on this side. There we go. 2, 2. That becomes the 3 on that side. And one in there. So that's the basic shape there, and then obviously put in some of the slope blocks just to smooth it out a bit. And then basically what we do is we do the same on the other side of it. And what I generally do, because we're in space and we can, basically just flip myself upside down. And do it from up here. That way, you can just go there. Now these obviously will be filled in, and I will do that in a moment. But I just want to get this one in, actually, so there we go with those. And then, just flip ourselves around again. We'll do the same here that we did on the other side. So, just flip that round. So we just put one there, and there. So effectively that's that one in, and then we just want to smooth the underside of it. Sometimes it's a bit hard to judge which way. That's it. So we just want to smooth those out just to make it look more like a proper pillar, and the same with these ones. Alright, that's that. So I'll flip myself around just for sake of orientation. As you can see, there's our core there in the middle of the disc. That's going to be covered by the structure that sort of goes down, so that won't be visible. And it will have certain amount of protection. I mean, I would certainly hope that with these pads and turrets on here, that nothing should hopefully be able to get through there. But you know, oh, what am I doing? Using the wrong blocks. It's okay. I reckon that one and that one. Yep. Alright. Always make sure you're using the right blocks. It can sometimes be easy to do that. If they're not at the right orientation, so you can see that they're not the right block. Right. Now, placing a turret on here. And the turret, because they're 3x3, so basically 1, 2, 3. So that should be able to go straight smack in the middle here. And just rotate it around so it's facing outwards. Okay. Come around this side and we'll do the same over here. And just going to do that on each of these sides here. Just straighten ourselves up a bit. That's the centre there. That's the centre there, and it's facing out, so good-o. Alright, one to go. And as I said, I will put a fourth one on the other side, just for the sake of balance. I'm not going to do it in this video, I'll do that off camera. The chances of something coming to attack me from the planet side is probably pretty low. I would think. Having said that, I'll probably now start the thing up and immediately something will come from the planet to attack me. Alright. So that's the centre there. That's the centre there. There we go. So that's how turret's installed. Alright, let's head on up. So as you can see, we have got a lot of work to do here, guys. Basically, you know, it's nowhere near complete. But we're getting there. We're getting there, and that's the important thing. Alright, so what I've done is I've just built a small ammo box. I'm going to put that right next to the elevator for the moment. Reason being, it won't stay there. I'll be using a large ammo box, or possibly a couple of them. Probably only one is probably enough. But this is just temporary. Just so I've got on there and some things. The other thing is base. It's not powered, but I want to make sure it's on the right faction. There we go. Now, one of those windows. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off these windows. Make sure I've got these slopes here. Now, as I rotate these around, you'll see that they've basically got two different sides. So, a darker side and a lighter side. So the darker side I want on the outside. I want the lighter side on the inside. Apparently you can. I might actually try it, just for the sake of testing. Apparently you can swap the sides on it by using the colour. You got it. Let's see. It's very quick. So it does do it, but it's very quick. So you got to do a very quick tap to do it. So using the color tool, you can change the side that the shading's on. As I said, I want the lighter side on the inside, so. But it's handy to know, because if you were to accidentally place one in the wrong spot, then you know, you just correct it with the colour tool instead of having to break it out and put a new one in. And that's it. Look. Yep. That's all the windows on the outside of the top layer. So now my thoughts here. What I need is, I want doors, but I don't want them. Yep. I want them there. I don't want them right up against the, whoop. Oh, the joys of 0G. Now you are going to be able to see the core from inside here. I'm not that bothered, to be honest. And like that. Okay, now what that means is that, let's change that to those. No. That's it. Do I want it? Umming and ahhing. Do I want to use those? I might actually use those. What I'm going to do is just put a few blocks in the ceiling. Just enough to allow me to do this and get a better idea of what it's going to end up looking like. Might do that on this side as well. Alright. And the reason I'm doing the middle part of this first is I want to basically form this in almost like quadrants. So one quadrant will be for construction. That's where the constructor will be, and maybe the food and the fridge and things like that. One will be medical station with the oxygen and the healing. You know, one will be the energy sector with the generator and the fuel tanks and things like that. And then the last one will be I'll set up like a bedroom office type thing to make it look like a living quarters type thing. So question is, do I want to use those instead? And I'm thinking I kind of do. So let's have a look. See what we can do with them. Yep. Yep, I think so. And I think this time what we want is we want the dark side facing into the room. That. One more to go. Notice how we get a reflection of like the stars and things like that often. It's kind of nice. Right. Then we can use some of these vertical windows. There. So these are the double panel ones. So don't have a join in the middle. That. And only thing we don't have is I don't have the single panels. So that's okay. I'm just going to leave this like this for the moment. Basically, so then what I'll do is I'll put a single panel in here just to finish it off. But you get the idea. That's going to be the center. So now what? Okay. As you can tell, guys, I'm kind of running this very. I'm sort of winging it as we go at the moment. just trying to decide where I want things to go. So effectively the quadrants will kind of go from there, there, there. The first thing we need to put down is we need to put down our generator. So we need to decide where we're going to put this. It's going to be very much open plan, so possibly the only one that won't be open plan will be the bedroom office. And I might do the same with the medical quarters. Kind of makes sense to block those ones off, so that you know, just from almost like a role play point of view, I suppose. So we got that there. That'll do. Yes, it's out in the open. Does it matter? Does it make a difference? No, not really. Means it's easy to see. Pop one of those there. Pop one of those there. And while we're here, we'll fuel them up. And because we've got our defences, bugger it. Let's turn the whole thing on. Alright, the base is actually up and running. Nice. Alright, so... And the other thing that I want to put in here would be the gravity generator. I'll probably just pop that behind there, just like that. There we go. So, do we have gravity? Yes, we do. Now we can walk around properly. How are we going for power? Not too bad. 26 hours. It's okay, because we've got some room here. We could put in another we could put in some more fuel tanks if we want to, but 26 hours is, yeah, gotta refuel it once a day. So there we go. Done a bit more work on it, so I think, yeah, hopefully you're getting the idea. Hopefully you like what I've been able to build so far. So that's a reflection. Ooh, okay. So as you can see, we've got a pretty good view out here. There's our small vessel out there. Actually, what is our gravity here at the moment? Doesn't really tell us, does it? Yeah, there's a turret down there. So, gonna call the video here, guys. Time's getting on the video. So, I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm Raid0AU, signing out.